Most men believe women lose sexual interest because they're not in the mood. But here's the truth. In most cases, it's not about her mood, it's about your behavior. Without even realizing it, many men are the ones turning women off. Not because they're bad men, not because they don't care, but because they're blind to the small behaviors that silently kill attraction. The good news is that once you recognize these behaviors, you can stop doing them immediately. And when you do, you'll unlock a side of her that's playful, passionate, and fully alive in the bedroom. In the beginning of a relationship, passion feels effortless. She's excited, you're excited, and intimacy flows naturally. But after a few months or maybe a year, you notice the spark fading. She's too tired, she says not tonight, or she seems disconnected. Most men assume she just lost interest or that women change, but the reality is that very often, the man himself has changed. Women are incredibly sensitive to habits. The way you speak, touch, carry yourself, these small things can either ignite desire or suffocate it. Most men don't even notice. They think they're being normal, but those normal habits are killing intimacy behind the scenes. Over-explaining and talking too much is one of the mistakes. Communication is important, but over-communication at the wrong moment kills desire. Sexual tension thrives in silence, mystery, and presence. When you talk endlessly, especially about yourself, you shift her out of her body and into her head, and once she's in her head, her body shuts down. Skipping foreplay is another big mistake. Men may be like light switches, but women are like dimmer lights, they need time to fully glow. Ignoring foreplay makes her feel like an object instead of a partner. A lack of confidence in the bedroom also drains desire. While consent is essential, constant doubt and asking too many questions forces her into the role of teacher when she wants to be a lover. Confidence is not about dominance, it's about being grounded and calm. Poor hygiene and grooming are instant mood killers. Bad breath, body odor, messy hair, and dirty nails communicate a lack of respect, while being clean and presentable tells her she matters. Being self-centered during intimacy makes her feel objectified. Sex is not a solo sport, it's a partnership. When you ignore her needs, she withdraws emotionally and physically. Following the same mechanical routine is also a passion killer because desire craves novelty. Predictability is safe, but surprise is sexy. Disrespecting her boundaries destroys trust instantly, and without trust, intimacy cannot survive. Presence is equally important. If you're distracted, checking your phone, or thinking about something else, she feels it immediately. Presence tells her she's your world in that moment. Neediness and clinginess also push women away. Constantly seeking reassurance or validation drains her energy. Confidence attracts, while desperation repels. Poor sexual communication, either never talking about sex at all, or approaching it immaturely, also kills attraction. Healthy couples communicate openly and playfully about intimacy, which builds anticipation and freedom. Finally, neglecting emotional intimacy outside the bedroom is the ultimate passion killer. If she feels unheard, unappreciated, or distant during the day, she won't feel connected at night. For women, emotional closeness fuels sexual openness. Women don't just lose interest randomly. Most of the time, their desire is crushed by behaviors men don't even realize they're doing. But the opposite is also true. When you show up clean, confident, present, respectful, and emotionally connected, you unlock a side of her you've never seen before. Every woman wants to feel desired, safe, and cherished. The question is, will you be the man who gives her that?